Hello, my name is Karthika from Department of Computer Science in Tirthangal Nada College. Today we see about MANET. So MANET, what is MANET? A MANET is a decentralized wireless network. No fixed infrastructures like routers. Nodes communicate directly or via intermediate nodes useful in military and disaster relief, etc. So once again I will tell you, MANET is a decentralized wireless network. No fixed infrastructures like routers. Nodes communicate directly or via intermediate nodes. It is useful in military and disaster relief, etc. It is very important. 2 mark question in your university exam. So next topic is wireless network. This is an important 5 mark question. There are 2 types of wireless network. Number 1, infrastructure network. Number 2, Adhoc network. In infrastructure network, not only provide access to other network but also include forwarding functions, medium access control. In this picture, there access point is there from source to destination. From source to destination, here access point is there, so it is called as wireless infrastructure network. In Adhoc network, there is no access point. There is no access point. In Adhoc wireless network, don't need any infrastructure to work. Each node can communicate directly with other nodes, so no access point and controlling medium access is necessary. In single Adhoc network, there is only one source and many destination. In multi-hop Adhoc network, there is many source and many destination. MANET is also called as mobile Adhoc network. A set of mobile hosts, each with a transceiver, no base station and no fixed network infrastructure. It is also called multi-hop communication. It needs a routing protocol which can handle changing topology. So MANET is nothing but is a mobile Adhoc network. A set of mobile hosts, each with transceiver. It is also called multi-hop communication. For in architecture of MANET, peer-to-peer communication, dynamic node, the node can be added or removable at the runtime. The nodes act as both host and router. Next we see about characteristic of MANET. Characteristic of MANET, the infrastructure less networking, self-configuring node, dynamic topology, decentralized control, multi-hop routing, energy constraint devices. In infrastructure less means it have no medium access point. Dynamic topology means it can take any type of topology, either ring topology, mesh topology, star topology, etc. Decentralized control means it have no centralized control. Multi-hop means many sources and many destinations and energy constraint devices. So these are the characteristic of MANET. Infrastructure less networking, self-configuring node, dynamic topology, multi-hop routing, energy constraint device. So these are the fundamentals of mobile Adhoc network: dynamic topology, bandwidth constraints, amount of data will be transferred. This bandwidth constraint, energy constraint operation, limited physical security. So these are the applications of Adhoc network. Number 1, military battlefield, commercial sector, local level, personal area network. In military battlefield, nowadays they use MANET. With the help of mobile Adhoc network, they use this technology, military. And second one is commercial sector, local level, personal area network. So this is an example in battlefield, military battlefield. A Adhoc peer-to-peer wireless networking or mobile mesh networking can link battlefield forces without fixed infrastructure. This is the best example diagram picture for military battlefield. So these are the challenges in MANET: dynamic topology handling, limited bandwidth, energy constraint, security and scalability. This is very important. Either it may ask 2 more questions or 5 more questions in challenges in MANET. Already said dynamic topology means it can handle any type of topology. Bus topology, ring topology, star topology, mesh topology. etc. Limited bandwidth means amount of data transferred within a minute or seconds. Limited bandwidth, energy constraints. So these are the challenges. Dynamic topology handling, limited bandwidth, energy constraint, security vulnerability, another one is scalability. So what are the advantages in MANET? Easy deployment. Deployment means deliverable. Easy deliverable or deployment. Cost effective. Scalable and flexible. Robust in emergency situation. So number one, easy deployment, cost effective, scalable and flexible, robust in emergency situation is very very important. Two more questions they may ask in your university examination. Advantages of the MANET. So these are security issues, eavesdropping, data tampering, denial of services, black hole and Sybil attacks, lack of centralized control. For challenges in MANET, dynamic topology handling, limited bandwidth, energy constraint, security and scalability. For MANET application, they are divided into two parts, part 1 and part 2. For part 1, in military tactical application, second one is emergency services. In military tactical applications can be used in battlefield network with quick deployment. For emergency service, it uses disaster recovery and rescue operations. So two types we use in the application. Number one, military tactical communication and emergency services. In part 2, we use in commercial use, and second IoT and smart device. Third one is remote monitoring. So part 1, part 2 both we are used in applications. Commercial use, vehicular Adhoc network. For IoT and smart device we use in home automation and wearable tech, and remote monitoring we use environmental and wildlife tracking is very very important. 5 more question. Applications of MANET. Routing. So routing in MANET is complex due to dynamic topology. Nodes must determine paths on the fly, classified into proactive, reactive and hybrid protocol. There are 3 types of protocol we use in routing protocol in MANET: proactive, reactive and last one is hybrid. In proactive means table driven, in reactive on demand, in DSR means dynamic source routing. Proactive means table driven. In table driven we maintain the tables. TS to destination sequence distance vector. In reactive is also called as on demand. AODV, Adhoc on demand distance vector. DSR means dynamic source routing. Hybrid means both proactive and reactive protocol. In hybrid we use one type of protocol, ZRP, zone routing protocol. These are the 3 types of routing protocol in MANET. Number 1, proactive, reactive, hybrid. Hybrid means the combination of both proactive and reactive. Proactive means also called as table driven. Reactive is also called as on demand, and hybrid is also known as the combination of both proactive and reactive. In proactive we use one type of DSDV, and reactive we use AODV, and DSR we use ZRP, zone routing protocol. So it is complex due to dynamic topology. Nodes must determine paths on the fly, classified into 3 types: proactive, reactive, hybrid protocol. What is proactive routing protocol? It updates up-to-date routing information in tables. Example, DSDB, destination sequence and distance vector. It is low latency but high overhead due to constant updates. In reactive routing protocols means it creates route only when needed. For example, AODV, Adhoc on demand, distance vector, DSR, dynamic source routing, reduce overhead but may increase delay. In hybrid routing protocol, we use combined proactive and reactive features. Example is ZRP, zone routing protocol, efficient for large network with varying mobility. The routing protocol is very important 10-mark question for your university examination. So routing is nothing but it is the node must determine path on the fly. And second one, it is a complex due to dynamic topology. It can be classified into 3 types: proactive, reactive and hybrid. So already I told you, proactive means table driven, reactive means on demand and hybrid means the combination of proactive and reactive. It is called as hybrid. In hybrid one protocol we use zone routing protocol. So in proactive routing protocol, it maintain up to date routing information in table. It maintain one table called routing table. Maintain up to date routing information in table. For example, DSDB, destination sequence distance vector. It is low latency but high overhead due to constant updates. Reactive routing protocol, it create routes only when needed. Example, AODV, Adhoc, on demand distance vector, DSR, dynamic source routing. It reduce overhead, may increase delay. For hybrid routing protocol, it combines proactive and reactive features. Example, ZRP. ZRP means zone routing protocol. It is efficient for large networks with varying mobility. So there are two in application. We use 2 parts. One is military tactical communication. Another one is emergency services. In military tactical communication, used in battlefield network with quick for deployment. For emergency services, we use disaster recovery and rescue operation. In part 2, in MANET application, commercial use. Another one we use in IoT and smart devices. And last one is remote monitoring. In commercial use, we use vehicular and Adhoc network. In IoT and smart device, we use home automation and wearable technology. In remote monitoring, it is used in environmental and wildlife tracking. So main challenges in MANET: dynamic topology handling, limited bandwidth, energy constraints, security and scalability. For characteristic of MANET: infrastructureless networking, self-configuring node, decentralized control, multi-hop routing, energy constrained devices and dynamic topology. So routing in MANET is complex due to dynamic topologies. The node must determine path on the fly. It is classified into 2 types: proactive, reactive and hybrid protocols. In proactive protocol, it maintains up-to-date routing information in tables. In reactive, it creates routes only when needed. Hybrid routing protocol may contain both proactive and reactive features. In characteristic of MANET, we use infrastructureless networking, self-configuring nodes, dynamic topology, decentralized control, multi-hop routing, energy constrained devices. In hybrid routing protocol, it combines proactive and reactive features. Example, Z or B zone routing protocols. This is efficient for large network with varying mobility. There are two types of wireless network. One is infrastructure network, another one is ad hoc network. In infrastructure network, not only provide the access to other network but also include forward functions and medium access control, etc. In infrastructure network, there is medium access point. Access point is there. AP means access point. In ad hoc network, there is no access point. So in single hop there is only one source and many destination. In multi hop there is many source and many destination. So already I told about MANET. MANET is nothing but mobile ad hoc network. A set of mobile hosts each with transceiver, no base station, no fixed infrastructure. But it is a multi hop communication. It needs a routing protocol which can handle changing topology. So peer-to-peer communication means node-to-node communication, dynamic node addition and removal. Node act as a both host and routes. So there are four applications we use: military battlefield, commercial sector, local level and personal area network. So there are four main security issues: eavesdropping, data tampering, denial of services, black hole and Sybil attacks, lack of centralized control. The main advantage of MANET is easy deployment, cost effective, scalable and flexible, robust in emergency situations. So these are the very important questions for your university examination. For a conclusion, MANET offer a flexible communication in dynamic infrastructureless environment, promising application in defense, emergency and IoT. Despite challenges, researchers is improving reliability and security. Thank you.